They're all muted.
Hi, my name is Carrie. I'm here at Williams Island Spa during this crazy time. And I've been in the fitness industry for 30 years. And most of that time has been here at Williams Island. And I bring that point up because I've had the privilege and experience of seeing our members age, along with myself, through working out and how they have participated in classes for 20, 30 years, but some of them have never changed their body type. And maybe it's because they're only doing cardio. Maybe it's because they're only doing classes and they're not changing things up. And a lot of the members have also never stepped foot into the weight room, which is the most important modality of fitness. Yes, it's great to have cardio. Yes, it's great to have a social environment and be in body sculpting and doing your weights, but you can't push the weights in body sculpting classes. And every one of these modalities are very, very important. But today, we're going to talk about strength training. So during this time, we've been given the gift of time. So what are we going to do with that? Are we going to learn a new language? Are we going to learn how to read music? Or are we going to read all those books that have been sitting on our shelves or inside of our tablets? So I thought maybe this particular class, we're going to focus on 5 exercises that you can actually bring into the weight room. Now I know that all of you today might not have a lot of weights hanging around, but I think the concept will be a good one, and I think when you come back into the spa or inside of your gym, wherever that happens to be, you can take these 5 exercises and start a weight training within your week. And no less than 2 days a week, and definitely I would encourage 3, like in every other day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And your time element is going to be 20 to 30 minutes maximum. 5 exercises, 3 sets per exercise, 10 to 15 reps. Today we're going to do 12 reps on each exercise. We're going to focus on the large muscle groups first, which is going to be chest, back, and shoulders, and then we're going to do bicep and tricep. And I'm going to go through each of these exercises 3 times. On the 3rd time, I might have a little variation, so you can think ahead of time. There's a lot of books out there, there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of different types of strength training, chest and back one days, back and tris the next day, leg day. It can be very confusing, it can be very daunting, and so I'm going to make it super simple for you today. 5 exercises, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps each, and you will start your strength training, meaning you're going to push your body to be more functional, to be independent longer, to be stronger. Your body also has the best results when you're pushing inside of the gym. If you look at the people that are inside of a gym, you will see if they're in there every day or 3 days a week and you see them really working hard, you will see that their body fat percentage is lower than the majority of the participants inside of a body sculpting class or a Zumba class or a spinning class, right? So it's a balance always. I'm not knocking any of the other modalities. All of you know I'm a cardio freak, but the strength training component is super important, especially if you want, again, to be stronger, to be functional longer, independent longer, leaner, and which is going to make your outside appearance and inside, right, your physiology so much better, and your immune system, which is so important and is going to be our new mantra for sure, to be stronger as well. So we're going to start with chest. So we're going to go onto the mat, You can just take a towel, of course, and this is where you would have potentially your higher weight. So I have two weights here. I have a 6 pound and a 10 pound. And the idea is that you would eventually build up over time. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my 10 pound weights. I'm going to lay down. Obviously you would do this on a bench potentially, or you could do it on a mat inside of a gym. But the mat is nice because it controls my elbows, especially since I'm really talking to beginners today. Right? So my elbows are going to go here, so they're not going to go too low, preventing any kind of shoulder injury. And I'm just going to push up 12 times. I'm going to exhale as I push up. Right? On the contraction is where you exhale. So this is 6, 7, 8, and I'm really focusing on the entire chest muscle. I have one more to go. So that is 12. I'm going to gently put my weights down, and I have about 30 seconds. This is the time not to get on your phone and text everybody, right? So I'm going to do just a couple of crunches in between because I like to keep moving. It keeps me motivated. I do find that if I decide to have my phone with me, you know, I'll get on my phone, I'll text people, and maybe a couple minutes have gone by, and I really just want that 30 seconds to rest before I'm going to do my second set. I'm going to do 2 more crunches, and then I'm going to just lift myself up, grab my weights, pull them into my chest, slowly roll back down, put my feet flat, elbows on the mat, and do a second set. Exhaling again every time I go up. Five more. Always keeping the focus on the body part that you are trying to work. Good, I'm going to bring it back down. Hands behind my head. I'm going to do about 20 crunches. Again, exhaling as I'm contracting my abdominals. Not stressing my neck. Cece had some great tips. Jackie had some great tips on how to do a proper crunch. You never want to feel your neck when you're doing these. And you don't have to do a crunch. You could do a variety of other type of core exercises. I'm going to do 2 more. Good. I'm going to roll myself back up. So this is my 3rd set already, right? And then I'll be done with chest. I'm going to pull it back down, and I'm going to do a variation. So instead of going this way, I'm going to go straight up. It just hits the chest a little bit differently. This is 7. 10, I have 2 more. Good, I'm going to bring that back down, hands behind my head, and exhale for 20. So this is all done on a bench, on a mat, inside of the weight room when you return, or on your living room floor for now. And how much time did this really take, right? Just a couple of minutes. You do not have to spend hours inside of the gym. 1 more. Good, so I'm going to roll myself up, and that would be the conclusion of exercise 1 of 5, the beginning of strength training. Now what would I do? So 10 pounds might be a really good start. It might be a little bit too heavy, but how do I know when to go up in weight? Well, if I did my 3 sets and my 12 reps, and it was pretty easy, You know, I didn't really feel what they call the pump, or I didn't really feel a connection to my muscles the way I feel like I should or I could, then I would go up in weight. I would go to the next level. So if these are 10s, we have 12 pounds. We have 12 and a half pounds in the gym. I would go to 12 and a half. And maybe I could only do 2 sets at 12 and a half, and 1 set I'd have to bring back down to 10. And I would just slowly work my way up. I'm not in any rush, right? We're not in a rush to do 20s or 25s, but I eventually want to just continuously work myself up without injury and at a rate that I can handle on my own, right? We're talking about simple strength training in order to get yourself into that gym for the amazing benefits. So we're going to go to back. So I'm going to go ahead and get up. I'm going to take my heavier weight and we're going to do lat pulls. So I have a chair here with an arm. You can also do it on a counter. And so this is a lat pull. This is a great dumbbell exercise. And I'm focusing on dumbbell exercises because we're at home. But dumbbells are great. It's a great modality instead of machines because it's hard to cheat with a dumbbell. On machines, you can cheat. You can use your dominant arm more so than your weaker arm. But if I'm going to do a dumbbell here, my right arm is going to work, and more importantly, my right lat, right? So this big muscle back here. So I'm going to square my shoulders, and I'm going to pull back kind of like a 45-degree angle. I'm just going to really focus on my lats, like right in the back of my waistline. Going to keep my elbow nice and close to my body. Exhaling as I pull back. Going to do one more. Good. And then I'm going to switch sides. So how am I going to do that here, right? So I'm going to bring this chair up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to do my left side. I go immediately into my left side because I haven't done both sides, right? So if I'm going to do something unilateral, one at a time, I can go from one side to the other side immediately before I take that rest. I'm going to do 3 more, and again, always focus on the muscle that works. I'm not going to chit-chat with someone while I'm doing my weight workout. So here I go. Here's my 30-second rest. What could I do in between? I could do pliés, right? I could do a little bit of legs just to keep my heart rate moving. Allow my lats to get some blood back to it. And maybe I only do 10 of these. Good, and then I'm going to bring it back up. So I'm going to go back to my right side. This is my second set. Right, so my belly is in, my back is nice and straight. Exhaling as I pull back. Focus is the key for weight training. If I'm sitting here and I'm talking to my friends and not really focusing, the benefits will not happen nearly as quickly as if I got into the gym, did my workout, kept my focus, and then maybe I'll go running with my friends, right? A better time to talk. So this is the second set on my left side. Again, trying to square my shoulders, keeping my form in mind all the time. Two more times. One more. And I'm going to do that plie again. So my legs are out. And again, what else could you do? Maybe you wanted to do jumping jacks, maybe you want to do squats, maybe just simple knee lifts for just about 30 seconds before you begin your next set. I'm going to do 5 more. And my heart rate's going. One thing about weights is you will feel your heart rate go up, just like in cardio. It might not get as high, but it is an anaerobic exercise, weight training. So this is my third set. So I'm going to grab my other weight. So the third set, I told you I'd do a variation, so I'm going to do both of them at the same time. So same angle, like a 45 degree. My knees are bent, my abs are in to protect and support my back. I'm going to take them together. I'm going to really squeeze my shoulder blades back, really dig into the back of my waistline. Keep those elbows close to my rib cage. Exhale on the contraction. We have 3 more. 2, 1. Good, I'm going to set those down. So now we've done chest, put some abs in between. We did lap pull, did plies or some kind of movement in between. And I would recommend the exact same thing. I did 10s, but maybe I don't feel like I worked hard enough, or maybe it was a little too much. So next time I'd maybe go down in weight or go up in weight. And when you go up in weight, again, you don't have to go up in weight on all 3 sets. You could maybe go up on 1 set, go back to your other, your starter weight for the next 2 sets, and you'll see how you feel. But the main thing is when you begin, you just keep it simple. Keep it simple, and before you know it, you'll be pumping out, 20s, 25s. I strongly support pushing yourself a little bit on the weights. Okay, so we're going to go to shoulders. So I'm going to grab a lighter pair. These are 6 pounds. Now, a lot of people have shoulder injuries, so I'm going to do 2 different types of shoulder exercises. So one is just a basic overhead press, right? So we're going to do 12 of these. So we start at the shoulders. Exhale as you go overhead. Keep your abs in. If you feel any kind of a twinge in your shoulder, or if you have a neck issue, or you're feeling it in your back, I would not go overhead, okay? We're only gonna do 1 set, so I can cover this. You can also do individual, right? And again, there is that unilateral movement to make sure that one side of my body isn't compensating for the other side of the body. I keep my hands open, so I know that my shoulders are doing the work. We do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great, so I'm going to bring that down, and in between on these, just because again, I don't like sitting around, I'm going to do a plank. So I'm going to come down, and this is kind of supersetting your shoulders. So this, if you feel like your shoulders haven't worked so well, maybe that you can come all the way down, do another set of crunches, or you can do squats, or you can come down to a half arm plank, maybe take a little bit of stress off of the hands. Gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can bring your knees down, walk your hands back, come all the way up. Let's do our second set of shoulders. So, second exercise, I'm going to do this unilaterally as well. So I'm going to take 1. This is lateral. So this works the lateral head of your deltoid, medial head, right? This part of your shoulder. There's a lot of different shoulder exercises, but I'm just going to cover 2 of them. So we're going to do 6 more on this right arm. Exhale as you go up. 3, 2, 1 more, and change, other side, 12 times, 10, 9, again my focus is just on that medial head, and the rhythm is the same on the up as the down, right? I'm not pulling it up and then dropping it, but I'm trying to make it as even as possible. I totally lost count, so hopefully that's 12 and 12. All right, I'm going to come back down to that plank. Now I'm going to do a half arm. My legs are engaged. I'm trying to keep my neck in neutral. I'm not going to sag my back. I'm going to keep it right up, looking at the edge of my mat. Really focusing on my core. My quads are completely contracted. The beautiful thing about a plank is that you're working your entire body, really. You can hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down. Come immediately back up. And so, lucky you, on shoulders, you're getting a lot of different variations. So the last set is going to be together. And my thumbs are pointing down as if I'm pouring water out of the weight. Kind of squeezing at the top and really trying to focus on those muscles and trying to make my arms work evenly. I am left-handed, so I tend to favor my left arm. Most people are right-handed, so you just want to make sure you're focusing on the weaker arm or the less dominant arm. And again, that's the beauty about dumbbells. Okay, one more. Great, bring it all the way down. I'm going to roll my shoulders out. And so we have done your three big upper body groups. We've done chest, laying on the floor, 3 sets of 12. We've done back with a variation, lat pull, 3 sets of 12. And then we did 3 sets of shoulders with an overhead press, unilateral laterals, and double lateral, right? And we just picked an exercise in between to allow the rest time go by without losing track of time, right? That's the biggest thing I see in a weight room is people, they're chatting, they're on their phones, and all of a sudden 10 minutes goes by and they don't even realize 10 minutes has gone by. And so now the training effect of being inside of the gym has diminished your workout. When you take those long breaks on just a basic workout, you're losing the training effects. So you want to keep going. You want to be focused, go in with a plan, and leave. And of course, we're all here to help you get that plan together, and hopefully this will help you today. So now we're going to go to 2 smaller muscles. We're going to do the biceps and the triceps. So maybe start with the smaller one, weight at first, and then we'll see how that goes. So your basic bicep is a curl. My elbows are back. I'm going to go sideways here. So I see a lot of people swinging. And I think this would absolutely kill your neck and shoulders. But what you want to do is come all the way up and come down to your middle of your thigh. So we do another 5, and I'm really squeezing my biceps. Really trying to focus. 2, 1. Good. I'm going to put that down, and I'm just going to do knee lifts. Again, just keeping my heart rate going, making sure that my rest time is well spent. The heavier that you do, if you really, gravitate towards working out in the gym, you'll want to just set a timer and maybe not do anything in between. When you're first starting, I think it just helps make the time go by, keeps you in the groove. So we're going to take second set. We're going to take our arms out to the side and do a little bit of angle, a little variation. Squeezing my elbows into my rib cage. Evenly up, evenly down. 2 more. 1 more. Great. Bring it down. And let's just do squats. Nice simple squats, maybe sitting on the chair, coming back up. Again, this part is up to you. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, bring it back up. All right, so we're on our third set. So we're just going to do a hammer. So we're just going to squeeze up and back down. So this is a third variation. You get 3 variations on this one. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So on the biceps, we did straight ahead curls, we did a little bit of an angle, and then we did hammers. Great, so I'm going to bring those down, and we're going to go to triceps. So this is our last one, right? So within a 20-minute segment, this is really 20 minutes of weights at the end of all of this. Be 20 minutes. You've done 5 major body parts and some exercises in between. So again, you don't have to spend hours, right? Elbows up, we're going to do tricep kickbacks. This is unilateral. And I'm really feeling the tricep. This is that back part of the arm that everybody wants to work on, especially in Miami, right? We're always wearing short sleeves, no sleeves, going to the beach. Really squeezing and just really trying to focus that the only part that is working is the back part of my arm. My knees are bent, my abs are in. Good, going to bring it back. I'm just going to hold the weight and bring my knees up. Let that rest period go by. Relax my arms a little bit. Good, I'm going to bring it back down and give you the variation of the double kickback. So both of them are here, my shoulders are squared, and push straight back. Really squeeze at the end, feel the contraction. Really push those shoulders away from the ears. And make sure you don't swing. A lot of people kind of do this kind of a thing, and then you'll never actually work that muscle. One more. Good. Maybe on this one we put a little bit of rotation into it. Just a little turn. Abs are always in, right? You're always working your core on every single strength move. That's why it's really important to work that core. I'm going to bring it back down. Do one more set. We'll do double. Elbows back, really squeezing into my rib cage. Exhaling. Eight, 9, 10, 2 more, 1 more, good, bring it down, and then you always want to make sure you stretch at the end. So I'll start with the tricep, bringing my elbow next to my ear, slowly pulling it back, and switching to the other side. Make sure you elongate the muscle afterwards. Bring it all the way down, take your arms behind you, push the chest out, lift up on the hands. Good, and then hands on your thighs, pull your abs in, stretch out the back, and then come back out and you can open up the chest. We'll do one more time, coming all the way up, rotate your shoulders back. So I hope this video helped you. I can certainly feel myself, I can feel my heart rate has gone up. I have a little sweat going on, and that's just 5 exercises. Again, 3 sets, 12 reps each. Great way to get yourself into the gym and start strengthening your body from the inside out. Again, if you want a customized program, we can certainly do that for you, but this is basic step, 20 minutes in and out the door, and you're on your way to a leaner, fitter body. Have a super day.